Hello friends, today I would like to discuss about the pediatrics topic called growth. Among them I would like to discuss about three main topics called what definition of the growth and the differences between the growth and development and the factors affecting the growth. First of all, what is growth? What is development? Is there any difference between both the terms? Yes, there is. Growth is nothing but just an increase in the size of the body. Means just increase in size, whether it is a cellular increase in size or a muscle increase in size. Just a growth is nothing but an increase in size of the body. But what is development? It is completely different. This development is completely different from growth. The development is nothing but a CNS growth. That is brain growth. How we will assess this development is by through milestones. This is the difference between growth and development. What are the factors that is affecting growth? I would like to classify it under prenatal factors, postnatal factors and social factors. Why social factors are considered means it affects both prenatally and postnatally. Prenatal factors includes like before delivery of the baby or some factors like maternal factors, placental factors, fetal factors, environment, nutritional like others affects this prenatally the fetal growth. And postnatally after delivery also some factors affects growth of this child and social factors. First I would like to discuss about the prenatal factors. What are the prenatal factors? The prenatal factors includes the fetal factors, placental factors, maternal factors and others. What is these fetal factors which are affecting the growth? These fetal factors means first one is fetal sex. How fetal sex affects this growth of the fetus? How it affects means if a fetus is male fetus it grows more. After female sex it grows less because we know the females are lean and shorter than boys, like that. And other fetal factors like fetal hormones and fetal growth factors. How? What are the fetal hormones which are responsible for these kind of growth? Like fetal hormones like first one is thyroxine and insulin. These both hormones responsible for the growth of the baby. And the other hormone is glucocorticoids, which is responsible for the maturation of the organs before delivery. So it is also growth of the organs. And fetal growth factors. What are the fetal growth factors that are responsible for the growth is insulin-like growth factor 1 and 2. And what are the placental factors which are affecting the growth? We know that placenta is mainly for nutrition. So placental nutrition, how much baby is getting. And chorionic villi, mainly chorionic villi, it is helpful for the diffusion of the gases. So chorionic villus area, surface area also determines this growth of the fetus. And how much nutrients is placenta supplying and how much weight of the placenta all determines the growth of the fetus. We know that the placental weight is almost equals to the baby weight. And what are the maternal factors which are affecting the growth? There are maternal factors includes like nutrition of the mother, intake of the mother, and like how the mother's herself during her fetal stage, like during her childhood, how much intake she took, during adolescence how much nutrition she took, all considered, all affect in the growth of the baby. And also consumption of alcohol If she consumption alcohol and tobacco, then the obviously the growth of the fetus will be reduced during the. So we advise mothers to not to smoke and not to drink alcohol during pregnancy, because it affects the growth of the child. And what are the other factors? So the factors include environmental factors like that. I mean, home where mother is growing, whether she's in happy environment, sad environment, also affects this growth of the fetus. So, what are the postnatal factors which are affecting a growth of the baby? Postnatal factors mainly includes these genetic factors among low birth weight, hormones, nutrition, infections, chemicals. First one, genetic factors. How genetic factors affects the growth of the baby? Like first one is chromosomal abnormalities, like chromosomal disorders. What about disorders we know? Like first one is Turner syndrome, Down syndrome. These two decreases the growth. We know a short stature is seen. So, and we also know that Klinefelter syndrome, more growth. So tall persons. And other is genetic factors in other case scenario is mutations. Main mutation we need to consider in stature, short stature is Prader-Willi syndrome. Others like syndrome and Noonan syndrome also is very important. Noonan syndrome. And low birth weight, we all know if a baby is born in low birth weight, it is very difficult to thrive. Low birth weight babies, so they in max percentage they will go under decreased growth. Decreased growth is seen in low birth weight children. And what are the hormones? I already mentioned like thyroxine, insulin, and growth hormone. Mainly after delivery, growth hormone also plays an important role. These response for the, if this is more, increases the growth. If these are deficient, thyroxine deficient and growth hormone deficient, then obviously they will grow prone to short stature or else a decreased growth and decreased weight like that. And in this is in children. And in adolescents, other hormones like androgens and estrogens play an important role in growth in adolescence. A main important point. And nutrition, what are like mainly if we provide child with a nutritious food like iron, everything, vitamins, minerals, then growth of the child is more. In protein, energy, malnutrition, growth of the child is less. And also undernourished child also decreased growth. And vitamin deficiencies, anemia, mineral deficiencies, they all shows decreased growth. And infection, what are the infections which resulting in a decreased growth, like bacterial infections like tuberculosis, and viral infections like HIV, and diarrhea related infections, rotavirus like that, and respiratory tract infections. These all causes a decrease in growth of the child. And parasitic infections also causes diarrhea and also decreasing growth. And what are the chemicals? In chemical intake, mainly we need to focus about androgen. Why these androgens, they have special property like androgen intake. If we supplement androgen artificially, it will initially it increases the growth, but suddenly after some time growth decreases, and suddenly the growth increases. But a side effect of this androgen is premature closure of epiphysis. So growth decreases at a certain before only. So epiphysis will be closed before only, so they don't achieve the total height. So androgen intake does not implies very satisfactory method to increase the growth, because premature of the side effect called premature closure of epiphysis. What is premature closure of epiphysis is seen here. So androgen is very important. So these are all the postnatal factors. What are the social factors which are affecting growth or remaining? Social factors affects both prenatally and postnatally. So I'm telling a separate column. What are the social factors? Like environmental factor, social factors like education of that family and socio-economic status, a socioeconomic status. If a more socioeconomic high socioeconomic status means more nutrition will take undertaken by the mother and the children, so growth will adequate. And if uh, in cases of low socioeconomic status, poor nutrition and also more prone for infection because of poor hygiene and everything, so low growth is seen in those children who are from low socioeconomic status. And some cultural factors also affect this growth, like it is in some cultures of or religious, giving breast milk in initial days for first 7 days is prohibited. It is a taboo. Breast milk is very obvious, it is an important factor for the growth of the child. Some cultural factors also play an important role in the factor affecting the growth. Thank you.